Hey folks, so my name is Zan and I'm a teacher at REW Music and I teach low brass. And today we're going to get into a little tuba tip. So sounding really great on any instrument really boils down to one thing, and that's control. So how do we get control? We get control by deliberate practice of a fundamental skill. So for low brass instruments, one skill that really makes a huge impact on our level of control is how we can manipulate air. Everyone knows how to breathe, so we just need to tweak a few little things to get us started in the right direction. So here's two places to start. Number one, we're going to think about quantity. All right, so a lot of players use too little air, and although breathing is normal for us, breathing to play a low brass instrument really requires a lot more air. So let's practice this. So we're going to fill up. So first off, you're going to sit up straight, of course. So we're going to fill up as much as we can, and then we're going to sip. So basically what that means is we're going to push air into our lungs just a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to breathe in and we're going to take 3 sips. So do that with me. Ready? And then you relax. Let's do that one more time. Ready? Deep breath. Yeah, so you kind of feel that you can fit a little bit more air into your lungs if you really need to. Now with playing tuba, we want to make sure that we get a little bit more air in than we think is necessary. The second part is smoothness, okay, or consistency. So once we get used to moving more air, we need to think about how we move it, okay? So let's practice this. We're going to breathe until we're full, and then we're going to immediately relax. So instead of taking those sips, we're just going to relax it immediately. Now the important thing to note here is that air is either coming in or it's going out. We want to get rid of it staying inside, okay? Now one thing that I can show you here, so this is called a breath builder, okay? You can get them online. You can even get them, I think we will probably be selling them soon at REW, but these breath builders, it's basically just a pipe with a hose, and there's a ping pong ball in the middle. All right, so now what this does is I'm gonna demonstrate breathing with a little halt in between the exhale and inhale. Okay, so watch this. I'm gonna breathe in. Okay. Now, if I get rid of that middle part and I only do either inhale or exhale, you'll notice that this ping pong ball will float at the top. It'll constantly stay up here. Watch. All right. So air is either going in or it's going out. Now we want to practice this by making sure that the air is. So we kind of want to meter it right now. Okay, so I'm going to put on a metronome, and if you notice behind me, so I have in for 4 and out for 4. We're going to do that real quick. Okay, so we're going to let this start over. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Breathe in. Again. Good. Now we're going to add in for 2, out for 6. Okay, and you notice underneath there I have a half note and then a whole note tied to a half note. All right. So we're bridging the gap between this being a breathing exercise to it being a musical exercise. Let's try that. 2, ready, in for 4. Yeah, so my metronome didn't line up with us anymore, but that's a good exercise to use. Let's add one more. So this time we're going to breathe in for 1 and out for 7. And then we're going to breathe in, let me get out of the way. We're going to breathe in for a half note, or sorry, an eighth note, half a beat. And then we're going to breathe out for 7.5 beats. All right, that still adds up to 8 like all the other ones, okay? So let's try that. So we're going to have a measure 4. We're going to breathe in for 1. And then we're going to breathe out for 7. And then we're going to breathe in for a half a beat or an eighth note, and then out for 7.5 beats, okay? Or a whole note, dotted half tied to an eighth note, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and... You get what I mean? All right, so these are some exercises for you to use at home and to allow you to play better, better music. All right, so let REW know if you have any questions. And once again, we are always here during this lockdown for your musical needs. So take care, guys.